Good morning, everybody. I'm here on a quick short, a little risky, but there was a huge, huge pop. So I'm seeing if we get some sort of double bottom down here. Now it's rejecting heavily. I'm out. I'm out. Just a quick scalp. To be exact, let me see. Show confirmations, executions. Yeah, I got it right at the top, right here. I mean, as you can see, we gap down. Um, there was a huge gap down right here. Um, and honestly, I just think there's more downward pressure. Although here on the volume profile, we've already kind of reached this bottom area. So I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of try and test these areas up here. But yeah, just a quick scalp, 82 bucks. I'm gonna sit back now, probably just not gonna lock myself out because I feel fine. I feel like I can handle just watching the market right now for a bit. And if I get back into anything else, I'll let you know. So yeah, it looks like this is a previous high, previous day open high. Here's a big gap, right? I wouldn't be opposed to maybe shorting if it gets here. Like these are the three levels I'm looking at. I'm looking at this yellow line resistance. I'm looking here, the previous high, and I'm definitely looking at this gap and point of control. I like these areas for a possible short. And obviously, if we scroll up a little bit, let me see this right here. We're looking at a nice gap right up here. I don't know. I never marked out the 1 minute opening range. So it'd be this one right here. This is the 1 minute opening range. And we're still waiting on the 15-minute range to develop. Lot of volume. So yeah, if I get back into anything, I'll turn. I'm gonna pause it for now. All right, I'm in another risky short here. It's not looking so good. I'm not really liking the volume here. This is risky. This is risky, but I don't like. Let's look at the 5 minute real quick. Yeah, the 5 minute. We're respecting. I'm just not liking how it's come down already. You see, buff. Tried making it appear it's rejecting. Let's see if we could just get this push to this moving average. We got it. All right. Quick scalp again. Broke this trend line. I wasn't liking how it was rejecting every time it tried to push out of this 1 minute, the box, so 1 minute opening range. So it rejected here, boof, came down to that midpoint area, pushed again, risky. I should not have held again, but I'm on one micro. Um, and then it pushed out of this green trend line. So now that my emotions, because I was a little, that was risky. So I'm going to put myself on a 15-minute lockout and just watch the market, see where it wants to go. That was a quick $50 scalp. Now it seems like it's ranging. It wants to push out. Higher low. I don't know. Let's see again. My eyes are right here. I wanna try on this 15 minute to hold on as much as possible. There was a lot of volume to the upside in that first minute candle, so I kind of am just going to be hands off. I'm locked out for 15 minutes, and I'm going to pause this for now, and then I'll be back if anything. Yeah, so the 15 minutes is up. I'm just kind of waiting, sitting on my hands. There's tariff news coming out, and we're in the 15-minute range. We're now back in the 1 minute range. I could potentially possibly see it come down to do maybe like some sort of double bottom. Um, I'm tempted to do a short, but I don't know. I'd rather wait for this news to come out and see what happens. Um, or if I see it jump up here, potential short as well. Tough to say, but yeah. If I do jump into anything, I will be back. Oh man, I was recording. Enter I had entered a short here. We are getting close to this yellow line, and I'm hoping for a push down. This is the anchor to VWAP from this morning. Yeah. It's risky. This is a risky move, but on the 15-minute volume is coming down just a little bit. I'm looking for a quick scalp. That's really it. Um, maybe back down to this area right here. That's what I'm looking for. Top of this wick. Hasn't quite hit it. Um, again, I'm in with one micro. Our moving averages are kind of in an upwards. Let me see. Yeah, I would just like to see a little retest of these lower areas before it keeps pushing up towards this gap. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There's like ideally would I want to see it on the 15 minute. Um Ideally I would like to see this, but the news that was going to come out about the tariff, apparently they're still not ready for that. I don't know if that creates more uncertainty. But yeah, so we're looking to this move here to point of control. Back to point of control. That's it. Let's see what happens. Let's see who's in control here. We're just looking for a quick push. That's it. As you can see, I drew this trend line. We do have inside actually of the 1 minute range, we have another fair value gap. Could we possibly see it push down to this fair value gap area? We could, but we're looking for base hits, um, base hits that make sense. But again, this is Nasdaq. Nasdaq does what it wants, what it wants. Um, could we look for this area right here? Potentially. You know what? Let's do this. It hasn't tested this area yet. If it gets to this blue line, which is the anchored VWAP from this morning, I'll get out and we'll watch this box to see if our logic was correct. Does it make sense if I go break even? You know what? Let's get out. I'm out, guys. I'm out. I'm out. I don't have the patience to be waiting. 15 minutes is looking pretty solid for a reversal, so um it could come back up to this area, kind of like retest before coming back down, but I definitely see this lower area right here as a possible area for it to come and retest before making any other type of move. It's a pretty big fair value gap, you see. I'm not a holder. I'm not a holder. I do not like to wait. Um, yeah, there it goes. This was our TP, our target. Let's see if it hits. And then this would be, if I were in two contracts, I would get one here and then get that last one. Let's see if it makes it. I'm gonna draw. Will it hit this TP, this line that I just made, and will it hit this line? I'm curious. I'm curious to see if thought process was good. It broke this structure right here, this trend line. So that's a good sign of a reversal type. And we're getting close to that first TP. Remember, I got out of this trade. Point of control on the 15-minute is this red line. It hit our first TP, guys. It hit that first TP, which is the anchored VWAP, and look at that push. Nice. See, these are the type of things that even though I didn't hold my trade, it makes me happy to see that. I'm learning to read the market, to have patience, to enter when, you know, better moments that I did before. You know, entries are very important. I don't just want to enter to say I entered a trade. So yeah, we hit that first TP. Let's see if it'll come and test this fair value gap on the 1 minute. Could it potentially move up to this area? It maybe, perhaps. But you see, I always like to look to the left. What's going on to the left? There's a lot of selling in this area. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point, if we do sell off, if we come and test this bottom yellow line on the 15-minute, I really wouldn't be surprised. Look at everything to the left. You see, it's been coming down since, what day is this? Since the 15th, really. We started coming down, actually, even before. A lot of selling pressure, guys. Let's see what happens. I have my 1 minute, I have my 15-minute chart. But look at that. That's great, man. Hit it, bounced off from the VWAP. Could we get a little bit of a rejection down to this line that I had previously mentioned? You know, and I think again, my biggest takeaway, the same way I get out of these trades fast, I don't like to hold on to them when they're in the green, when I'm winning. I have to practice and have that same mentality for losing trades. I tend to hold on to losing trades, you know, and I don't know what it is. Apparently, you know, I don't like to lose. Um, who does? But I definitely want to practice, you know, just getting out of a trade and then coming back in, especially when I have such small size, you know. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna pause this. Actually, before I pause, let's see what's going on here. Well, I'm back to the balance I had before getting a payout, which is about $1,200. Um, and guys, that's just literally off of 1 micro, which I have been using just 1 micro. Again, trade direction is more towards the sell side, big time. And here we are. These are my numbers. Wait a second, how many trades? I think I've just taken 2 trades or 3 trades today. Yeah, 3 trades today. That's nice. I might call it quits, you guys. I don't know. Okay, I don't know why this is lagging right now. It's definitely lagging. It could be Top Step, it could be my OBS. Oh my gosh. When I see my computer lagging like that, I like to go on Top Step and see what they're saying because I can't be the only one. If nobody's saying anything, then it's definitely my computer. Yeah, I think it's my computer. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I think it's definitely my computer. Let's get out of here. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, you see? It's my computer. Ah, it's so frustrating. I'm trying to move the 15-minute over to the left so you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at. And it's just not moving. Anyways, these blue lines, you see I like to mark them. It's the previous high and low. I might have mentioned that already. And then the yellow lines are all areas of support and resistance. But on the minute, you can see it's fighting. It's definitely wanting to push down. I want to stay on camera and see if it actually reaches this yellow line that was my second TP from this previous trade. It looks promising, but the buyers are wanting to buy. The buyers are buying. Tiny fair value gap up here on the 1 minute, so it could possibly go and tap that. I don't know. We shall see. They're playing with emotions. I'm glad I got out. I'm really glad I got out. There it goes. Playing games. NQ is NQing. Moments like this make me feel grateful for just, getting out when I can. See money, take money. And NQ is very much that. The longer you hold, the longer you get in trouble. At least for me. That's my mentality. Hey, it's moving. Okay, there we go. All right, so if we extend this, this is a 15-minute orb, obviously. You can see it came back, tested this middle 50% 15-minute orb line, which is a dotted line. It came, it tested it, wicked back up. I'm telling you, we could potentially see it come literally up to this yellow line, and it's gonna want to test this gap. It might not happen today, might happen tomorrow. Um, I don't necessarily want to sit around and wait for it. I'm happy with my 165 today. There it goes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next candle. Let's see what happens. There it goes. This is a fair value gap I normally wouldn't look at. It's tiny, but it blew right through it. Could we come back up here, maybe do a double top? We might. Do I want to sit around and wait all day, or do I want to take my win after a long weekend and call it a day? It's tempting. Oh, okay. Whole number, 400s. Boom. I think this is where it came down from. Yeah. So 400s, when it's an even number like that, whole number, I should say. There's a lot of resistance. Again, look to the left. I'm very tempted to keep this open, but I don't want to mess anything up. So as you can see, maybe we'll range in this area. Boom, before going back up. So we could do, this is a clear range right here. Could we maybe do this and boom? Or could we do this and boom? I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Oof. All right, here we go again. What the hell? There we go. Coming back to test that 1 minute. Remember that little fair value gap situation? If we reject, we could look for it to come and test this area right here. So we have 3 fair value gaps that have yet to be tested, except for this one. We have this one and this one from the bottom, which was our initial target. But let's look at the 5 minute. Wiki, wiki. Wick here. We're forming a wick here. Let's see how this new candle opens. This could be a nice potential short. Boom. Let's see what happens, guys. I would just like to see a quick little scalp, let's say down there. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. I might be nuts, actually. Uh, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. That was, I don't like how it's moving. You know what, you guys? I'm calling it quits today. Yeah, I'm calling it quits. Hold me accountable. Getting out of this trade. Yes, lock me out. 169 on the day. Back up to 1200 in balance. I'm gonna keep this up. I just want to see if it's gonna hit all these fair value gaps and come back and test. I think it will. It's just a matter of when. And I don't want to sit around and wait and watch it go against my trade. Glad I got out when I did. Happy trading, everybody. Happy trading. Happy Tuesday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.